So I've actually wanted to do a Godfrey run until I suddenly thought I've been bashing Hoarah Loux's entire existence in the last couple of videos. Let's put myself in his shoes and see how it goes. The problem was I didn't know how to build like Hoarah Loux, so I searched it up and saw this video. I took his build and thought, what if I do a NG+7 run on it? So yeah, credits for this build goes out to this guy. But first I had to start looking like Hoarah Loux and change my levels. And because I was barely able to defeat NG+6 on level 150, I changed my level cap to 200. I mean, we are doing this in NG+7. To be completely honest, I was scared shitless for this run. I didn't want to fully upgrade the fist yet, so I upgraded them to +15. Also, I never used the seppuku sword the guy has in the video. And spoilers, changed the spike Caestus, I don't know, to the regular ones later in the video. Now that I'm ready, let's start NG+7. First off, grafted okay, never mind. First off, Soldier of God. Oh, and I killed this dude just because I wanted to. Now let's fight Margit. And well, Margit was easy. At this point I start to think that these fists with bleed were too overpowered, but I just like to think that Margit likes to have a fist up his ass, which is why he gave me an easy time.
I'm about to come.
Then I quickly made my way to Godrick. I have to admit, it took me 3 tries to defeat Godrick. I don't know why, probably just bad timing in general. Nevertheless, I decided that the spiked Caestus was too overpowered with bleed and I was going to switch to the regular Caestus. Yeah, I did fully upgrade it. Okay, I know what you're thinking, but bear with me, this is my first time playing this game on NG+7. Time to test my new toy on this dog. But don't show this to PETA, because after getting bit once and dying, Hoarah Loux wasn't gonna let that one slide. And on the next attempt, he beat the absolute shit out of this dog. Well, okay, I did almost die multiple times, but still, I was about to bamboozle Moongrum like usual, but he got so scared of Hoarah Loux he didn't even know what to do. He just stood there in fear. So I yelled a bit and slammed the ground a bit. He just jumped into the pit by himself. Hey, don't look at me, I'm innocent. So I told Hoarah Loux to calm down a bit for the next boss, but he apparently got spooked during the cutscene and just told me equal rights, equal fights or something, and he completely went ham on these Sweetings and Rennala. Yeah, phase 1 was easy as hell, second phase as well, but it took a while because she just kept on summoning, not leaving a lot of openings to hit her. Still, I got her first try. While Hoarah Loux was still going berserk, we came across the Draconic tree Sentinel, which took 3 tries, and the first try I got really close. But because I'm a greedy idiot, I thought I could get him with my final 2 punches, only to be interrupted by his lightning hammer thing and dying. So yeah, my advice to you all is just be patient, even though I, myself, am impatient as hell. But yeah, again, 3rd try and Hoarah Loux beat the crap out of this guy and his horse. It is time to fight myself, or well, a less barbaric version, and yellow. And I usually don't really know what to commentate on during this fight, so I'm just gonna let you all know how bad my game knowledge is. Because I have no idea why I leveled Arcane to level 80 and put Occult on this weapon. If I were to make this build, I probably just leveled Strength or Dex and put Heavy or something on the fists. But yeah, I might need to do a bit more research about the skills, even after beating this game like 10 times or something. Okay, I think I've talked enough during this fight, got him first try. And I even got a bit cocky and used my Ash of War, which looked pretty cool, I guess. So Morgott was the first boss that actually gave me a decent challenge. As I said before, I have beaten this game quite a few times and I still suck at dodging a lot of his attacks. Also, Morgott is really fast. I think what mainly helped me during this fight was staying at his left side, running away during some attacks, and using some openings to run straight back in, for example a spear attack. Besides, Hoarah Loux knows no fear, only anger, or something, I don't know, I just made that up. And here we are, back at the 2 bosses that I hate the most. But let's start off with the Fire Giant, which was surprisingly easy. It took me only 3 tries. I probably just had so much anger build up inside me from previous runs that I just continued to beat the living hell out of this giant. Physically, I might be smaller than the Fire Giant, but mentally, I'm the giant. Holy shit, that sounded extremely cringe. Let's just move on. Even Hoarah Loux didn't want to face the next boss, because he kept screwing up these jumps. Yay, the part of the game I actually dislike. The Trash Bin Duo. I want to say that Hoarah Loux, or Hoarah Loux as Google wants to correct me, knows no fear, but at this boss I do know fear and impatience. I tried to fight this boss fair and square with my equipment, but yeah, it's useless. I still suck. But then I got a message from Miyazaki himself. Yes, this is definitely real, trust me. And he said that Hoarah Loux for this fight alone can use the spiked Caestus. So I did. However, after a few tries I didn't get any closer. But then again, boom, I got a follow-up message from Miyazaki, and he said that Hoarah Loux also used sleep pods during this fight. I thanked Miyazaki and started using sleep pods. It still took me 5 tries. Yeah, I know, skill issue. But thanks to definitely the real Miyazaki, I got them. Damn, I usually feel bad, but hey, if the man himself told me that Hoarah Loux actually used this, then I believe him. Okay, let's go to Maliketh, or as Google likes to say, Maliketh. And during this fight, one huge problem became very noticeable. This hitbox is absolute garbage. So there are many times where I'm literally arms deep inside clergyman's ass, but it just doesn't count as a hit. I did notice this during Godrick's fight as well, but it didn't annoy me as much as it did here. Maliketh and, by the way, Godskin Duo both took an hour to beat. However, the Maliketh fight is less frustrating and a lot more fun. Oh yeah, and I switched back to the regular Caestus. I also had to start using the Wondrous Physic because if I get hit, I was simply screwed. A lot of his attacks are one-shots or almost one-shots. But yeah, Maliketh or Maliketh wasn't that bad. I think my main problem was his first phase. Nevertheless, I still got him after a number of tries. I was kinda scared for Sir Spamalot, but it wasn't that bad. It took me only 20 minutes to get him. He has a lot of openings during his casting. I only really have to watch out for his blue sword spell, you know, the phalanx thing. But other than that, I just had to stay active and run at him like a lunatic when I thought I could get a hit in. And with that tactic, I beat Sir Spamalot, aka Gideon. So I might have underestimated Godfrey and Hoarah Loux, because for the first time in a few videos, this fight actually took me almost half an hour. I mean, it's not bad, but damn, I thought I would get them first or second try. I guess I was just too cocky this time around. And of course, Hoarah Loux didn't want to lose against himself, so he gave it his best. Godfrey, however, was really confused at one moment. I don't know why, felt kinda bad for him. He just started getting some kind of Vietnamese flashbacks. He eventually did snap out of it and decided to give me a one-way trip to Gideon. I do find it funny that this is the second time in one run where I simply break the AI of an enemy. Even the game is scared of Hoarah Loux. Okay, so Radagon Elden Beast was actually not that bad. I mean, it did take almost an hour, but as far as I can remember, this was a pretty fun fight. Radagon felt very fair, as usual, and Elden Beast felt fair except for his occasional bullshit like Elden Stars. Again, as usual. I also think that my damage throughout this run is pretty standard. I might be level 200 and in New Game +7, but most fights felt very well balanced. I didn't feel too strong or too weak. So yeah, I'll still label it as a challenge run, but mostly because I'm just restricting my playstyle. But this is pretty much a build anyone can use. And imagine how strong this build would have been if I used the spiked Caestus instead of the regular ones, and actually used the Seppuku Ash of War. Eventually, Radagon and Elden Beast went down, and Hoarah Loux has become Elden Lord once again. So yeah, Hoarah Loux, or as Google likes to say, Hoarah Loux, can beat Elden Ring New Game +7. Sorry that I'm uploading even less consistently as before. I'm currently in a pretty busy semester, and next to that I also have other projects that I'm working on, but I'm still trying my best to upload each week or at least every 2 weeks. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, watch another video. A card will probably pop up. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.